The devs aren't going to like this. No beef jumping, please. But if anyone doesn't know what beef jumping is, I've done this quite a while back. You could see 3 years ago. I have multiple videos on this. You could do this in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, and it is fantastic and to break into areas you shouldn't be at. Kind of like where we're at right now. So let's get started and see how we break into multiple areas in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And all this is done with no mods or anything else. It's just straight vanilla. Alright, on to our first task. Breaking into a burnt out castle. Normally you can't access this castle by any other means other than no clipping in there. But like you said, we're not using any mods or anything else. We're going to go here. So you can see that the castle's already been damaged by the finger of God during the one quest. So we're going to try to bust in there and see what's inside this castle. The front gate here is kind of not imposing. You can kind of go around here, but you can't get inside quite easily. Another interesting thing they've done here too is that if you bring up a horse up to the gate, is that they seem to have these blockers for horses. So horses can't bypass this. So they're just kind of stuck. So that is kind of a problem. So that means we're just going to have to shoot this horse in the head because it's not going to be very useful. So I decided to go back to the inn and grab all my good stuff that I have in the chest. So we have a ton of items here, and we're going to take this all with us, and it should lag my game out a bit. That's no pause or anything else. Oh god. Anyways, with this item, we walked it all the way back slowly. 5.65k of items, whatever it is. We're gonna drop it and see what we can do. So back at the castle, now we just gotta find a sweet spot to set this at. And I thought this little corner next to the castle wall would be pretty good. You get a couple dead horses around you, and you start dropping things. Maybe we'll be able to get pushed through the wall. So go to your inventory and start dropping just a ton of items. And as you can see, even with all these items here, it really creates a nice little lag portion that you have. And usually it helps push you through areas, and this is speed up, so I had 400 times the speed that you see all these items dropping. It really was like 1 frame per second when I dropped all these items, but you know, it didn't create exactly what I wanted, so it just created a giant mess in front of the castle. So good job, Henry, but that's not what we want to do. And also, what the heck is this item? It's just a giant balloon looking shape, and I have no idea what it is. But anyways, we need to go grab our horse, and then we're gonna try something instead. Going to one of these corners trying to go around it, but then we discovered that Pebbles is can be born of flight. So, you know, you get knocked off and then all of a sudden your horse is in space. What the heck was that, man? Get back down here. Oh my god, that was so great. Buddy, don't worry. You're gonna go back to space. You're gonna like it. So 1403 Bohemian Space Project. But yeah, if you get the horse back up in there, and you get him into the corner like this, you can get some pretty interesting results. And Pebbles just can't help but want to go to space. Godspeed. So there goes Pebbles, and there goes our horse. Dear God, we're gonna need another horse. He's not coming back down. So we grabbed another horse, and we decided that we want to try something a little bit different. Grabbing a different horse, you just run him over here, and we said, screw this. How about we just end him, and yeah, this seemed to actually tumble us straight into the place. We're actually inside the castle now. It was way easier than I thought it would be. So even though this castle is basically burnt down and blown up and all that stuff, there's still guards inside here. Of course, my first instinct, of course, when I see guards, I go like, hey, how about I just start shooting them? Come on, buddy. How about you do a little bit of dodging? I mean, Henry's right there. Now, they do kind of fire back, so you got to kind of watch out for that. So, but you can't just start slicing and dicing them all you want to if you want to. There's nothing too exciting about them, so so we did kind of go around exploring the place quite a bit and seeing if there's anything else that we would expect to see here after the whole place got hit by a giant cannon. But unfortunately not. There's nothing too exciting out here, and there's nothing that I would say that you need to bust into this place to grab. We did go upstairs, we did check out and see if we can get up into the very top portion where the hole is made, but unfortunately we couldn't get in there at this time. But again, most of the place doesn't seem like there's anything unique overall in this place. So yeah, you know, maybe someday I'll try to bust in there myself, but at this time, it's just not worth it. I'm just excited to get inside this castle. Now, the main question is, can we get inside this castle again before the place gets hit by a giant cannon? You know, that's the interesting part for me. And as you can see, the castle doesn't have a hole in it, and it's right before the wedding and all that, so you're able to go inside and do whatever else you want. Well, you can't go inside, but we gotta go inside our famous way. So don't worry, horse. Don't worry. I know you're kind of panicked about this, but you'll be fine. Don't worry. Well, I'll be fine. You're gonna have your own problems, so watch out. So you can get in there, tumbled in. Pretty easy to get back inside. So going through the entire place, and of course the guards are still around, and they're the exact same type of guards, but there's nothing too exciting. Now you can go upstairs to the very top and you can check it out, but again, there's nothing exciting. There's no prisoners, there's nothing else. So you could do it again if you want to and loot the place, you know, with a single horse. That's pretty good because the guards don't really care, so you can steal everything you want. You get the dagger mace early if you want that, but other than that, nothing too exciting. So, but it was super fun to break in there. So now let's go off and see if we could break into somewhere more exciting. Like, how about we go to Trosky Castle? How about we go all the way out there and try to break into there before the wedding? Let's see what happens then. And right when you pull up to the castle, you can see that the doors are shut. There's not really any good way to get inside right before the wedding starts. You can get your horse up here, so it's kind of different, but you know, we tried different gates out here and see what we can do. Unfortunately, the horse doesn't want to fall through the door, so it's sort of problematic. The horse is going straight through the gate like that, so that's always encouraging. But we just gotta try stuff out here and see what happens. Oh god. Yeah, the horse doesn't like this, and also Henry does some strange things. Maybe we could abuse this later on. But anyways, going to different areas, you get some weird results in Henry. God. But yeah, it took a little time to kind of mess around with this and really trying to see where you can kind of get your horse to go, but it just doesn't want to go and starts flying away. Come on, god damn it, horse. You can do a lot of different things, try to go to different places. Not everywhere works. Like, well, you know, we got our horse to get stuck in certain areas. I don't know how that works out. But the thing that really worked out is just perseverance. You know, you just got to keep trying. Eventually something good will happen. And that something good happens about now. Now immediately our horse starts flying, and oh my god, I love this so much. So if you're going against the invisible wall, what it looks like is that your horse just starts flying up, and you know, I can't really move the horse too much, but it looks absolutely fabulous. But once you get to a certain distance, as you can see here, we just get teleported right over to the wall there. And really, it's just that the horse is exactly at that same level, and it's trying to teleport you to another safe location, and that's what happens there. Fantastic. So we're inside the castle. You can go all through the castle, rob it of everything you want. There's nothing too unique here, and I heard other people during the chat saying that you could probably put in like the fever tonic so you can do the mission faster, but honestly, it's not needed. It's kind of a little bit too much time to go through there, so unless you're looking to kind of steal everything in here, it's not really a big deal. Now the guards, again, are immortal. It looks like they all got the bows, but this time they have a little bit better shot, so you got to watch out for that. They will hit you, and they will actually hit you kind of hard. Oh god, the bloody assassins out here. So you got to watch out for that. You can give them a nice little stab, tell them that they're dumb, and watch them all come after you if you want. And there is a lot of them. Oh my god, there is a lot of them. Just look at these guys. I mean, if you move away far enough, it looks like they're, oh Jesus. Yeah, there's nothing but guards in this entire place. No villagers or anything else, so not a big deal. So let's get out of there. Let's try to get into somewhere where it's a little bit harder, and somewhere that actually people want to get into. Kind of like Semi, perhaps, because Semi wedding, like after the place gets burned down, if you burn down the place, is pretty easy, or actually pretty desirable to get into for one good reason. So we're gonna head on down there and check it out.
Jesus Christ, such misfortune. And for what?
The misfortune is for us to actually get inside there. And hey, buddy, stop right there.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
I need your horse. Of course, this is all we're ever doing is grabbing people's horses. Get over here. Yeah, shut up, buddy. That's my horse now. You're coming with me. Come on here. So we're going to take this horse, and we're going to try to bust inside there. And the place is pretty well locked down. You can't get inside. It's burnt down. All the gates are closed, but there is a certain thing we could try. So go ahead and steal a horse, steal a few more horses, and come right over here to this nice little corner where we're just going to put these horses and try to do some, you know, fancy things. Yeah, first off, we're going to have to, you know, gather some more people. Like, we're going to take this guard. Come here, Mr. Guard. You come with me. Come on, buddy. we got things to do. Just jump him right there in the corner, and we're gonna steal his stuff and everything else. Because one thing is that we don't have enough stuff, we don't have enough objects to kind of make this go through. Grab another horse, it's nearby. This is our horse now. Don't panic, buddy. Everything's going to be fine. And, you know, you can kind of get to the top of here, but there's an invisible wall that you gotta work out. It's a little problematic. So come here, horsey. I know. Don't panic, don't panic. You wonder what happened to the last one. Oh, God. Jeez. Yeah, so there's always lots to do. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna grab all the junk we had in our chests, we had earlier, and we're gonna walk all the way over here because the town doesn't have enough items for us. So we're just gonna wound up in this corner with all the dead horses and everything else, and yeah, this is gonna be fun. Just jump right in there and then just start dropping everything you can. Just drop it all. Drop most of it that your computer can handle. And dropping all these items is not always guaranteed. You might get a lot of lag and everything else. You might not even get knocked into there. It's taken quite a while to get in there. But you know what? Just keep dropping more items and eventually you're gonna be squeezed right into where you should be. And pop, there we go. You can see he's straight through the wall. We freaking did it. Oh my God. And he just slowly gets backed up into there. And we're inside. There's tons of lag because there's still all the items out there. But oh my God, we're in here. And it's beautiful. Except that there's one guy just here. Who the heck are you, my good sir? Hired hand Francie.
You can't just walk around like this.
Shut up, you.
Are you threatening me, you prick?
How weird.
There you go. But yeah, you can go through here. Everything's burnt down. There's nothing too unique inside here. There's nothing too good about this guy. You can't rob from him or anything else. But we're just going to give him a hug because we're so happy to see him. Hey, buddy, how's it going? But yeah, otherwise, what we're really here for is that if you go down here, this is where the interesting part's at. So we go down here. You can see it's burnt out. You can't get to the top, but you can actually see under the map, which is probably one of the few places actually seen that you can go under the map. But the one thing we wanted to see was this. No beef jumping, please. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to see. So they left a nice little Easter egg here, and it's absolutely fantastic. Dear God. So technically we didn't beef jump in here. We kind of used some other techniques, but you know, this is still quite fun to do. So we got inside here. And congratulations, we did it. You can probably do a lot more here if you want to, but what all we're going to do now is that we've broken up into a lot of different places, so we're just going to sit here and just start dropping a bunch of items, because that's what the game would want us to do. Just drop everything we can, just create a mess down here, and enjoy. You know, the one thing I will say I'm really surprised about this game is that even though you're dropping all these items, my game didn't really crash. So it's fantastic. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this part, and we're breaking into different places here in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I'll probably keep going on through this. But until then, just watch me just keep dropping stuff until I send out of here eventually and escape. But until then, have a good one, everybody, and goodbye. Oh, dear God. I like how my game is still, like, active at this point. It's moving at, like, 1 frame per second, but it's not crashing, which is the really impressive part here. We got like 5,000K of whatever items, and the game is not crashing. Not crashing at all. I'm actually really impressed at what they did with this game. Now, I can't really do beef jumping like traditional wise, but you can do some other methods to get out of here, so, oh well. Yeah. But yeah, if you kind of go around here, there's nothing too unique. There's just burnt out place. It's nothing. You can't even pick up anything. You can't go out here. It's whatever. I've seen better. So I wish there was something else in here, but, you know, there's nothing too crazy. So, I mean, there's really no reason to be in here other than just saying that you did. I mean, you can get some herbs, and that's about it. So, but other than that, I'm, you know, not too interested. Hey, buddy, what do you got to say for yourself?
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
Shut up.
Hey, you almost hit me. Ah!